The Saints released wideout Brandon Coleman today. He failed his physical. Coleman played a major role in the offense last season. 651 snaps. That's more than Ted Ginn played. It doesn't seem like it because he wasn't much of a threat in the passing game. What he did very effectively was block, and the handwriting was on the wall for Coleman. In the offseason, the Saints went out and acquired two big wideouts who can play in the slot and potentially be better receivers than Coleman. That, of course, Cam Meredith in free agency and Traquan Smith in the draft. The Saints also released guard John Fullington. Those moves came before the team arrived at Tulane this evening, and those moves also opened the door for former LSU and Destrehan safety Ricky Jefferson, who the Saints brought back. Jefferson signed a futures contract in January but was waived in May. Now he gets his chance in camp. The Saints also brought back tight end John Phillips. It was a busy day and then a busy night tonight, and that's what came quickly before maybe the most fun night of training camp at Tulane's Yeoman Stadium. Ricardo LeCompte was there tonight for the fun and joins us live uptown. Hey, Ricardo.
Hey, Doug. Yeah, we had an hour and 45-minute practice here at Yeoman Stadium. Over 9,000 fans made their way to the Tulane's campus football stadium to watch the 10th practice of Saints training camp. And of course, the fans were getting into it pretty much the entire practice, cheering both the offense and defense as they were making big plays throughout the practice. The offense looked good at the beginning part of practice. The defense able to turn it up toward the end, especially in the 2-minute drill. The D actually scored 2 pick sixes, and then they followed with a team pick celebration afterwards that put the entire crowd into a frenzy. Overall, Sean Payton, who knew those celebrations were, of course, a bit in jest, said he liked the pace of practice overall. And this was a good chance of the players to have a good change of pace from those morning practices in Metairie.
Camp, you got the same exact schedule every single day, so it's absolutely a grind. So anytime you get a chance to come out here with a change of scenery, change of environment,
being able to play under the lights, something like high school football, with our fans, it's always enjoyable for all the guys to be able to come out here to Tulane. We did it at Mandeville a couple years ago, so it's always a good time when we get to do this.
Now the Saints will have a afternoon practice on Monday. They'll take Tuesday off, and then they travel Wednesday to Jacksonville in lieu of their first preseason game, which will take place Thursday night against the Jacksonville Jaguars. So the Saints are actually going to see another team that they're going to hit outside of themselves here at training camp. We're live in Uptown. Ricardo LeCompte, Eyewitness Sports. Doug, we'll send it back to you.
All right, Ricardo, but only for now. Ricardo will have extended coverage from Tulane in just a few minutes on 4th Down on 4. Andrew Doak reports on Drew Brees staring down his football mortality. And a quartet of experts, Rod Walker, Nick Underhill, and Joel Erickson from The Advocate, plus Christian Garrick from WWL Radio, will all pick a veteran who's excelling in camp and weigh in on the Saints' defensive changes. Plus, multiple reports from Baton Rouge as LSU gets started, and DJ Augustine comes home for his basketball camp at Brother Martin. Great stuff. 4th Down on 4 is next. And our 4th Down poll question tonight is about Drew Brees. How many more years will he play in black and gold? Your chance to vote coming up in just a few minutes on 4th Down.